I say, Jack, how are you? Does that work? Or do you need me to ask you something else? What's your segue? And I'll just make it work.
Oh, if I say it ruins it.
What can I say that'll lead to a relevant and appropriate answer from you?
What you were just talking about then?
Stick drift. Welcome back to the top floor. Jack, have you ever had stick drift? Welcome back to the top floor. Jack, you've got something you'd like to share?
Yeah, now, as we was on topic earlier, something that's grinding my gears a little bit too much. On TikTok, scrolling through as you do on the shitter, to a man basically saying if you're over the age, so you've probably taken more offence to this than me because I don't qualify for this age gap yet.
Brilliant.
So if you are 25 or over and you're still gaming, as in like you have a PS5, PS4, whatever, Xbox, you need to take a long hard look at yourself and get a life, is what he said in the video.
I don't know if I'm...
I really disagree with this, as the majority of people do.
Is it a new video or is it old? Do you know? Because I'm pretty sure I've seen someone say a similar thing ages ago.
It'll probably be classed as old now.
It might be the same video that I see.
Is it the guy where he's got like a quarter zip thing on? Proper like rough looking.
Honestly, I don't know. Teeth. I can't really remember.
He was like, but then what made me laugh, to be fair, which is you could tell everyone disagreed with this, because then the next videos he were posting were just like going back to that old video, just absolutely slagging him off, just saying, "Oh, you're old enough for something to make TikToks, but I can't game or something." But you're just getting slated. So then I don't even know if he posts anything anymore. I haven't seen anything else off him, but he went proper like viral off that moment of saying,
yeah, I think I have seen it.
I'm gonna say I can try and play devil's advocate here and stick up for his side, but I can't, because I don't see what the problem is.
I mean, if you're spending like,
you can literally make a living.
Like, obviously when you're like a teenage lad and you have a day off and you spend all day just playing fucking Modern Warfare 2 with your boys, like, you can't do that when you're 25, because you've got, you know, you've got some stuff to probably be taken care of. But like, if you want to spend an hour of your evening just like playing games, I don't see the difference in that. It's probably better to do that than it is to sit there scrolling through social media, or maybe not watching a film. Maybe that's watching a film and playing games in my head are like equivalent. Yeah. Whereas those two are both better than sitting there like just scrolling through like TikTok.
It was a lot more of like streamers and the game and like communities got really like rattled by it. I can imagine. But then you were trying to like go off that and saying like, "Oh, I can't believe so many people are getting rattled off it," like trying to act like, I don't know, like it. Yeah. But then I was like, "Oh, but you actually, I don't know.
I don't."
He is wrong.
Yeah, he is wrong. But at the same time, like, there does also need to be a line. But that you can say that same thing about anything else. Like, if you're 25 and you're spending far too much time playing football at the park, like, go get a job.
That's a whole different sort of scenario. And you're on a register.
Yeah. No, but you know what I mean. If you're 25 and you're trying to be a pro footballer still.
Not playing football with them kids.
Leave them alone, man.
But like, I just thought like the amount of people that just like did like reaction videos off that were mental, because I kept seeing them come up constantly. Yeah. But just like, I don't know. I thought it was a very bold statement to make.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't surprise me that he's got a lot of backlash for it.
No, but like I said, actually no. What kept happening were he'd put a video out, which would get like 100 likes, but he'll have 1,000 comments. Yeah. And then all the comments were just reverting back to that video. Yeah. But you were like, I don't know if he was taking it well or not, because he was just replying with rattled on every single one.
I mean, he's probably just gotten the attention he's looking for.
Yeah.
Speaking of playing football with kids on the park. No, it just reminded me because there was a bloke who used to live near me who, you know, is I don't know if this makes it into the episode because this isn't even like even funny.
Go on.
But it's just a nonce who used to live near me who used to play football with the kids on the park. He used to give me bags of sweets. That's not a euphemism. Nothing untoward's happened. My mum taught me very well. My mum never trusted him. My mum just had an instinct for paedophiles.
So you used to play football with him, and you?
No, I never played football with him, but he did play football on the local park with some kids, and then it turned out we were molesting a few of them.
Just on the side.
Yeah, just in the bushes after a game.
So how did you get sweets off him?
Because he lived, like, when you come off my drive, to the left is like that block of flats.
Yeah.
And he lived in one of them. So I used to be like, out on the front, like, riding my bike or whatever. And he'd be like, "Here's a bag of sweets."
Which is a kid, you're probably not going to turn down, are you?
No, hey, well, look.
But that is how he loved you.
Well, he worked in...
What did he ask for the sweets? What did you have to do?
Nothing. It was just a bit of light grooming. He was just trying to get me there. But, you know, if anything, really, I took advantage of him because he didn't get anything out of me. I got sweets and...
He's had some nuts to crack.
And I also got an air horn off him.
An air horn?
Yeah.
What, it's like a rape alarm?
He's playing life on difficult mode. He's a paedophile giving out rape alarms.
Here's a rape alarm. Here's a rape alarm. Make it a challenge. Let him know that I'm on you. Fucking hell.
They won't be able to get to you quick enough.
Why? Yeah, but why is he giving you an air horn?
I don't know.
Is he just?
I remember I was outside riding my bike about, and he gave me like it was like a can of air that had like a horn on top.
Right.
So like that was it. He just did it. He made the sound, and that was kind of it. So I just annoyed some of the neighbours with it for a few hours until it ran out.
Want to give it you? Oh, you annoyed?
No, I annoyed the neighbours with it.
There's none.
The pedo wasn't walking
annoying
around.
neighbours with an air horn.
It was called Kevin the nonce. So
enough.
Kevin weren't walking about like with his air horn. He gave me the air horn, and then I was annoying neighbours with it, I'm sure. Because I remember him saying to me like, "Oh, you could like strap it to your bike, sort of thing," and it being like your horn on your bike.
Oh.
But it was like, even as like I don't know how old I was, like 8 or something, an 8 or a 9-year-old, thinking, "How the fuck am I going to strap this can to my bike? What are you on about?"
What was he thinking?
So I was one-armed my bike and air horned. And there we go. That's my story.
That's your nonce story.
Yeah. Of how he attempted to groom me, but failed. Shout out to my mum, really, though, because she was onto him.
To be fair, though, this is like, not calling him a nonce, but he was just like, I feel like everyone has like that sort of neighbour. Maybe not a nonce, but they're either a cunt. One of them that don't give you your ball back when it goes in the garden. I feel like every kid grows up with like some odd neighbour. Yours was obviously a nonce.
Mine was an actual paedophile.
Mine was just like...
He went in prison for it and everything.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, he got locked up.
Oh, fucking hell. Fair enough. First guest.
See if we can find him now. Yeah, I think he's out now.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know where he lives, though. I bet I can find him.
Yeah, we'll go on the search for him.
I know his name, so...
Trailer Sweets.
Well, he worked in one of like the local shops, just like one of the little like corner stores. So I think he just used to get sweets from there because we were always in like these like.
Did he look like a bit of a dodgy character?
Well, in hindsight, yeah. But as an 8-year-old, you don't look at someone and think nonce.
Yeah, that's true.
Like there was something about him, but it's probably just instilled in me from my mum to like not trust him specifically because he was just a bit like it was.
Did your mum know that he was giving you sweets?
My mum was always like around. Like she knew. Like my mum was just being polite because like we weren't convicted of anything. We didn't know he was a nonce. My mum just didn't trust him.
Right.
So like
Sounds like a smart woman.
Yeah. So, and like, he worked at the shop. So the sweets were all fine. They weren't like drugged sweets or anything. They weren't like some like mastermind like Jeffrey Epstein who were like drugging kids or something.
He was just
he was just a nonce who, you know, wanted to give you some sweets, and then, you know, next time maybe you pop inside his house for some sweets. And then the time after that, you pop into his bed sheets for some sweets.
Have you ever seen that Family Guy clip where it was like Herbert the pervert's always obsessed with Carl, and is he called Carl?
Carl?
What's he called? Peter's son.
Chris.
Where I got Carl from?
Carl? Carl Griffin.
Well, like the bit where like the house is on fire and he goes in, gets Chris, runs out the house and then runs into his house, and Peter just goes, he's earned that. Oh, I was going to imagine it for you because he's give you all them sweets.
Oh, yeah. No, my mum was
Your
on
mum's just like, oh, he's earned it. Let him have him.
She had
Let him have him for an hour.
You sicko.
Oh.
You sick man. Yeah, no, I guess my mum just had like an intuition about it. Because like when we was like really young, we used to have like a swimming pool that we'd put up in the front garden. My mum would sit there sunbathe while like me and my cousins or whatever in the pool.
Go on. Sorry.
All of the same age. It's not like I'm not in there with like a cousin 20 years older than me.
Kevin in middle.
Well, then he'd come wandering over.
Oh.
And he'd come wandering over and he'd come stand at the fence. And like whenever he would, my mum would immediately just like get up and like usher us in the house. And it's like, everyone, right, inside.
Kevin's about.
Yeah. Kevin's knocking around. He wants to have a look at you in your swim shorts.
Your undergarments. But no, but like, I was saying, like, everyone has that neighbour that's just like, just an odd one, or just actually a knob. Because we had that one where if you were just like playing on the street, you were kicking a ball on the street, if it touched his, like, the wall, like before going to his house, like in the front garden, he'd just be his eyes,
garden wall or his house wall?
Garden wall. So like his eyes would be peeping out the curtains and he'd just be there staring at it. It's quite scary, to be honest. So we would like, and there was one where it actually went over onto his like garden. And if you ever watched Monster House,
you know what? When you said peeping out the windows, then in my head I was thinking, this sounds like Monster House.
It was very like much like Monster House, like Old Man Never Cracker. So like
hell of a film,
it went onto his garden, and he actually, so like he got it and he popped it in front. It weren't my ball, so I weren't that arse. So it was my mate's ball.
Wait, was this like a flyaway £2 ball?
Yeah,
or was it like,
it weren't like a proper ball. It was like, I don't think it was even a flyaway. It was
so
like,
it weren't like a fucking mercurial ball or something that's like £30.
you know when you like going out and Asda Living and there's like a basket of balls for like £1?
Yeah.
I think it was like one of them.
Right.
And he just like popped it. I don't know how he popped it. I don't think he did it with his hands. Just super strength. Scores the ball.
Like how people rip apples apart with their hands, he's doing it with a ball.
But yeah, he like popped it in front of us and then like
threw it at you.
His mates, so, well, the name, what the fuck's he called? We call him my mate. He ain't my mate, but he was at the time. His dad came out and then like it was just like having a screaming match with him and stuff. But then like it didn't stop him for like every like since then. He'd just always look out.
They still live there now?
Yeah. Been there all the way from my childhood. Just had a guy popping balls.
You ever gonna like knock on his house and was like
just lever him?
Fill it in.
Look, Jeremy 96, you fucker, you're having it.
Not big and bad now, are you?
I nearly went through my nose.
I don't know, I've seen it.
Oh,
graceful.
It's worth the prison sentence. But yeah, I feel like everyone has that same scenario of like
you should turn up at his door one night just dressed as like the Grim Reaper.
shit him up.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Tap on his window with like the big like hatchet thing he has. So you've got a game for us.
So we've done this before, haven't we? Was that the first episode we did this?
I
think it was.
I don't know if it was the first
while
episode.
ago.
We have done it before though.
Essentially, it's just two lies and one truth. very similar to that show Would I Lie to You, to be fair. So they do it short.
Sort of.
They do it a shorter version. They do one story, and then the panel on the other team have got to guess if that's a lie or that's the truth. But this one, before I go all out, I've got 2 lies and 1 truth.
Right.
Now I wrote these coming up on about 2 weeks ago, probably now. Right. So I've forgot about. I forgot about some of these. So I'm literally just going to be reading it off the paper. So the first one is titled 11-a-side goalpost story.
Right.
Now, it starts with, as I was a young chap, and when I say a young chap, like 6 or 7, probably younger actually, maybe, messing around on the football field in net. So bearing in mind how big the 11-a-side goalposts are.
We're talking full size nets.
Yeah, I'm in goal basically just taking like shots off my dad's shooting. Bearing in mind you can't kick a ball, but it's pretty hard to not score when I'm stood in the 11-a-side net. 2 foot tall. And then some other, I don't think it was some random, I think it was just some random bloke, you know, and like you meet families on holiday.
Oh, were you on holiday?
Yeah, it's like
right, because I pictured down the local park.
Oh, it worked Kevin.
Your dad and some random bloke.
Called Kevin.
Your dad and Kevin were just levering balls at you.
It was one of them where, like, you know, like you go camping to Lake District or something.
Right,
and other families are there, just like joining in. You see a ball and a goalpost, so let me play. Now, you know, it turned into quite, you know, an innocent sort of day. Now so there was me, my dad, sister, mum, 2 cousins, auntie, uncle. It's quite a big group of us. Yeah. Now while I'm in there, I've got my cousin swinging on the goalpost.
What, like from the crossbar?
Yeah. Just like, I don't know. You can imagine just swinging off the goalpost.
Whenever people do that, I always picture. Do you know like foosball players?
Oh yeah,
like the table football.
Yeah, I haven't done that in ages. It's a cracking little game.
Yeah, it's good. I'd love to have one.
Should put one there.
Tell you what, when I've got a big house, I'm gonna have a little arcade room, man cave.
That's my dream to have, like, not just like, it's a man cave, but it's more of a pub. So you know when people build like an actual pub in the back garden?
Yeah,
I'd love to have one of them. It looks so good. But anyway, so he's swinging along on this crossbar.
Yeah.
As I turn behind me, I'm seeing this crossbar look a bit dodgy, like it's hanging on by a fucking thread. Right. So it looks dead loose. So like he's swinging on it, but like the bar's moving more than what it should be.
As in the whole net?
So
or just the top bar?
No, the whole net is just shaking.
Okay.
Bearing in mind he's small as well, so it's pretty mad while that's moving just from his weight.
Yeah.
Then the next thing I know is a sort of like banging sound, like something just sounds wrong, like a bolt falling out or something.
Yeah.
I turn behind me and just see this massive 11-side goalpost come crashing down. So bearing in mind, I've got my back to it. I've turned behind me and just seen this crossbar hurtling towards me.
Oh, you're in there, aren't you?
Yeah, so I'm like underneath it. Before I could even react, it's on me.
On the head?
No, it's
because that'd explain a lot.
It's on. It's on my back. Just I'm in between the floor and the crossbar on the ground.
Right.
Now, my dad rushes over with this other bloke,
Kevin. Yeah.
With Kevin. Him and Kevin are startled. Kevin more than my dad, weirdly. Lifts it up. And my dad told me, I don't even remember like how I was after this. It was more of like, I just remember that split image of this falling on the back thinking, fuck. So the crossbar falls on me.
Yeah.
My dad rushes over, lifts it off me. And then he always told me that he never thought I'd walk again. Because the way that I would move, like, weren't even moving. He said, I couldn't even get you up to walk or anything. I had to carry you like that into A&E. And the doctors said...
What was his net made out of?
11-side goalpost net. They're made out of metal, aren't they?
No, yeah, I know. But I don't think that landing on someone would cripple them.
On the back? a little boy's back.
Why did you say it like that? A little boy's back.
A little boy.
Little boy's back.
But yeah, as I got rushed to hospital in my dad's arms and Kevin's, he was just weirdly there for the full thing.
Your dad drove, Kevin held you.
I got rushed to hospital. Mum and dad were fearing the worst, thinking, oh my god, we're going to have a cripple as a son.
He doesn't mean that.
I don't.
This is all for comedy purposes.
Put a disclaimer in before it.
The worst thing that could possibly happen, having a crippled son. What's the point? Just finish him off and finish yourself off.
Oh, let's end this one quickly before I say something else. The doctor actually says to me, Dad, that I'm actually quite lucky to have come out of it unscathed, and I was fine. It was just heavy bruising, and then that were it.
Wow, are they that heavy?
Goalposts?
No, I know.
Well, I can't remember the pain because it was fucking yonks ago. But
because it crippled you, you've got no feeling there anymore.
I could imagine, like now, if a goalpost fell on me, I'd be like, "Fuck me, I'm gonna be dead." Because if you think you couldn't lift that off you, you'd have to wait for someone to come and get it off you.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
We can test it if you want. We'll go to Clayton's playing field and throw goalposts on you.
Just go to the local park.
I'll swing on the crossbar and let it fall.
Wait till it collapses on me. All right.
That's story number 1.
Oh, yeah, this might not even be real. It's just occurred to me.
Oh, yeah, that could be a lie.
Right, okay.
But I'm not at liberty to say.
Yeah, no, that entire time I was just believing that.
Next one. Now, this one, I don't think you'd even be surprised at this story. Taking a shit on holiday in Tenerife is the title of it.
You definitely did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, was out on the Tenerife Strip, Veronica's it's called.
Right.
It was about 3 a.m, 2 a.m, 3 a.m, around that time.
Yeah.
It was getting quite lively, but we both had enough. It was me and my cousin who went on this holiday. I was like, yeah, I've had enough. Let's fuck it off. Now, our hotel from the strip to the hotel was about 20-30 minutes, something like that.
Right.
It's a bit extra than what you'd want to be walking on. Now, as I'm walking, I've just got this massive urge to shit, but I'm too far from the strip to go back, and I'm too far away from the hotel to just try and hold it in. Because I don't know if he could relate to this when you just need a shit that badly. If you don't go now, then it's just game over.
Well, you're gonna shit yourself.
Yeah. Like, it just, I don't know, it just drops out.
I mean,
of you.
maybe when I've been ill, but I don't get that's not a common.
But I feel it's easier to sort of shitting when you sat down than when you stood up.
What? No.
Do you not think?
No.
I feel like when you sat down, you're like, oh my god.
Oh, shit myself.
And that is what I mean.
I thought, because you started like...
How did that even happen though? Because it's not even...
Because you started tensing up or whatever. I thought your chair was collapsing or something.
Imagine. That would have been brilliant.
Just leave it there for now.
Fuck it off for now.
We'll get it after.
As I was saying, before we really interrupted.
But yeah, but no, I think, because when you stood up...
Holding the shit in, sat down.
No, because you sat down, you're already in the position you need to be in to shit. When you stood up, everything's closed, everything's tight.
Fair enough. I'm going to get on with this story now.
Sorry, go on.
So, I thought, you know what? And this might not be the first time I've done this. This is a story for another day, though. I'm thinking, I can see a gap in a hedge. Nobody's there.
I knew where this was going.
I'm just popping a squat and going. Now, it sounds disgusting, but I think there's a lot of people that could relate to this and be like, yeah, fair enough. I'm just gonna have to go. Nobody's there. I can wipe when I get home.
I am going to say, if this isn't
Throw
true,
the boxes away.
this is 100% something he would do. So,
Yeah. It's could be a bit of a trickery, you never know.
yeah.
But it gets better, this story's not ended there.
All right, okay.
So, this isn't even the worst bit. This is quite calm.
This
for
is
what
still
happens
the
next.
setup.
So, I pop a squat. This is what's written down here. And I just let rip. But as I started, and this is what's worded, which just made me laugh a little bit. Some attractive females
No.
are walking past me.
Can
Now,
they see you?
let me finish. As I've literally just started, so now I'm in no position to stop because I'm just in the middle of giving this bush hell.
You...
They walk past me, and I'm at this point to the point where I'm just not embarrassed because I'm so far gone it. I can barely stand up anyway.
Right.
So I'm just fucked at this point. So I don't really care.
Yeah, well, you're at the point where you're shitting in a bush.
Exactly. So
all social concerns are out the window, aren't they?
as they walk past me, I just remember the faces of not even shocked, but just pure horror. As in, like, what the fuck am I looking at?
No.
I'm pretty sure, well, it was out, me told you as well. So they're just getting, like, I didn't just pull the back end of the boxes and cover in the front. Everything was just out.
How far down did you have shorts on?
Yeah, so the shorts were down and the boxes were like here.
So shorts to ankles?
Yeah, the shorts were down.
The shorts were all the way down, but then your boxers were at your knees.
I don't know.
Were they not together?
Yeah, basically. They were like there.
Starting to find holes in this story.
Well, I can't really remember where the boxes were just because of what happening in front of me.
I'm just thinking of the logistics of it. Yeah, you'd have to have your...
They were down, but I don't think they were all the way down.
Right.
We're just halfway.
So, our...
Still not finished.
When you say attractive, out of 10?
Well, it was a dark day, but I was...
Like, worldies, or just
Well, it was
like...
Tenerife, so it wouldn't be worldies.
Well, yeah,
It was like... For me, worldies. Like, I'd be happy. It'd be a job well done if that was my end of the night. So yeah, we'll say worldies for me.
Right, okay.
As they walk past, I've greeted them, trying to be funny, with the evening ladies.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
Which made them scurry away even more. But I was that desperate and that drunk, I just didn't care anymore. Because the embarrassment couldn't get much worse.
All of
End
this
of
is
story.
very believable.
He's still got another story.
When it comes to you. Right. So we've had Goalpost and we've had the Tenerife shit. You know what? You're somewhat of a shit bandit yourself.
Oh yeah, I know.
Because I think I've told it on here before, the story of the shit bandit at school who wrote his own name in his shit on the wall.
Yeah, did we talk about that on here?
I'm sure it was on here. It was, weren't it?
Yeah.
I think it might be the first episode.
Yeah.
But it turns out you're somewhat of a shit bandit yourself, aren't you?
I am, but I don't decorate it into walls.
No, yeah. That's maybe a...
It's just more of like, I just don't care
That's a
where I
step too
shit.
far for you.
And most times I've done the horrendous shitting antics is when I've been under the influence.
Yeah, but I think alcohol just makes you want... It just makes you do things you already want to do.
Yeah, probably. I just love shitting outdoors.
You're just a man of nature.
Hey.
And alleyways.
If we didn't have toilets, we'd be doing that anyway. Just going back to our heritage.
Right, go on. Story 3.
This one, I forgot I wrote this, so I must have been high or something because this is mad.
Well, I'm guessing this one's not real then.
Eh?
I'm guessing this one's not real then, based on that reaction.
I'll let you decide whether it's real. So, I used to have a collection of twigs.
Twigs?
That's the story name.
Is that it? That's the whole thing?
No,
Am I assessing questions?
I was letting
now?
you to react to the twigs.
Okay.
It's the longest one that I've written down.
Oh, well. How much can you write about it?
When I was younger, I used to have a weird obsession with collecting twigs. As a child, I started off with collecting a few off our garden. Just the odd few.
Right. Now, when you say twigs...
It's a long story, so you might as well let me get through it.
Okay, right, go on.
I was just trying to see what the biggest twig I could find. Then I made it my mission to collect as many twigs as I could find possible and store them inside my drawers and wardrobe. I had a tally on a piece of paper so I knew how many I collected. As I started to get in deep with this hobby, my mum was starting to get a bit concerned.
I can imagine.
As I was having twigs just ramming out my wardrobe and in my drawers.
Ramming out your wardrobe?
So, like, I had a drawer filled with twigs, and, like, the top shelf of my wardrobe were just filled with twigs.
Right, carry on.
Yeah. Let me get back to As I started to run out of room, I started to try and use some of my mum's drawers. As there was no more room left in my room. As it's starting to get a bit out of hand, my mum started to step in and said, Jack, this is not normal. This is not hygienic. You need to just stop this.
Right.
I said to my mum, I'm on 750 twigs so far, as of my tally that I've been keeping. Please, once I get to 1,000 twigs, can I call it quits? And I promise I'll throw them all away. And that'll be the end of it.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Let me find where I was up to.
It's a lot of twigs, that.
1,000 twigs. She said, yeah, as it took a lot of persuading. She said, yeah, go on, you're on 750, get to 1,000, and then that's it, you have to throw them all away. But I stuck to my promise, let my mum and dad dispose of the twigs once I got to 1,000. The next day felt strange, but I just carried on my life as if nothing had happened. Me and my mum have never talked about this to this day still.
Right. That's definitely the most bizarre one, actually. Which says a lot, because you've just told me a story of shitting in a bush.
That's my favourite. Well,
I think that twig one is definitely made up. Now, kids collect weird things. But twigs, and to have so many.
Oh.
Also, I don't think... when you say twigs, are you talking about literally like the little tiny like bits off a stick? Like you have a branch and then you have a stick and then you have a twig. Twigs are tiny.
I think did I say at the start of this? It was like started off to be like the biggest one I could find first.
So, but you're looking for sticks then?
Yeah.
Right, okay. That adds a little something. Because I was going to say if it's twigs, and I still even think this about sticks.
Yeah.
I don't think 750 fills a drawer and a top shelf of a wardrobe, unless you have a tiny, tiny wardrobe and drawer.
Yeah.
That, and I also think... Now, I've never met your mum, to be fair.
Have you not?
No.
Lovely woman.
I'm sure. I've never met either of your parents. I've seen your dad on your drive. That is it. But anyway, based on what you've told me about your mum, I don't think...
Sorry, I missed a bit out.
Oh, gosh. Go on.
Once I got to 1,000 twigs, I was thrilled, but also quite sad. Now it was time to say goodbye. Oh, wow.
I think the best bit is how funny you find your own made-up stories.
It was time to say goodbye.
You wrote it?
Oh.
How are you surprised that that's what it says?
You have to guess. Go on.
Right. Twig story is made up. I don't think your mum would allow
Are you looking at it as made up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is made up. But I'm only laughing at it because I wrote this, like, I think this was the first one I wrote, and I was just like, I just forgot about it. But like, as I was going on to like the next like story, I seen twigs and thought, oh my God, I can't remember what it is. So it was all new to me, like, reading it. Oh, wow. That's
Right.
brilliant.
Yeah, Twigs is definitely made up. And then we've got...
We'll just add that in as like a little weird story segment.
We've got the Tenerife shit. And what was the first one?
The goalpost.
The goalpost.
You got the last one wrong, didn't you, to be fair?
Yeah, I did.
So it's currently 1 now. Shaking, I'm nervous.
Probably from the... Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you've had 2 monsters and a coffee.
I'm vibrating. That was exaggerated, by the way.
See, I think that Tenerife shit story, I think when we was talking about shit bandits the other week, and because you've mentioned to me your story of shitting in an alley before, I think you would have already told me the Tenerife shit story.
Maybe I already have.
No, but you haven't. Well, my attempt at a double bluff.
I don't know. Just hanging around.
Just a horrendous attempt at a double bluff. You've never told me that before. Maybe I have.
Well, you haven't.
Well, I know you haven't. I'm going to say the shit story is also false, and that the goalpost one is actually true.
It's true.
I know. They all feel fake to me. Going goalpost is true.
I'm going to have to stick that as my final answer then. The true story was a goalpost.
Yes!
Fuck.
Redemption.
I thought we were going to win that one.
Redemption.
I well thought you would have thought the shit one was true.
No, because I feel like you would have already told me that.
Do you know, it's partly true, that story, not for me. But on the walk home, my cousin actually shat on the side of the road. It weren't me.
On the side of the road?
Yeah. So, like, anyone could have seen him driving past. He just took a shit on the road.
But, what is wrong with your family?
But nobody walked past. The girl bit was made up.
Why?
And obviously the fact that it was me.
Why are you and your cousins are shitting in places you shouldn't be?
I don't know. It's a Slater thing.
Yeah, clearly.
But yeah.
Right, well,
congratulations.
I'm glad I've had
1-1.
Yeah, redemption
I
there.
well thought we were going to win that. The twig one, I'm an idiot because I laughed at it that much and was surprised by it that you just made it so obvious.
Yeah.
That it wasn't.
Your reaction did not help you with
I couldn't help laugh at that.
But also,
I need to start writing books or
think-
something because that was really funny.
I don't think your numbers... Yeah, your twigs don't... I don't think you fill a drawer and a top shelf of a wardrobe with that many twigs.
Oh, dear fuck.
And I also don't think your mum, based on what you've told me about her, would allow that to happen.
Oh.
And then, like we said, the shit one. Although
time to say goodbye.
100% believable, I would fully believe you if we weren't playing this game. But you would have already told me. I've
told the story about when I actually did shit. Well, I have told you about this story, Anna. Probably not on here, but...
When you shit in the alley?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've told me. You can tell these if you want.
But... So,
if you want to dive deeper into the lore of you being a shit bandit.
So basically, it was the last World Cup, the Qatar one.
Crazy thing to confess, but
I don't care. Was it the one? Yeah, it was because when we played USA, it was USA England, and it was in like November time. Now, it was at it's a bar called Horst House in Manchester.
Yeah.
Very popular in it when it's sunny, that place.
So yeah, it's like a sport bar, innit?
Yeah. So we went in there after the game. We watched it at that box, And after the game, we went in there, and like it was so rammed to the point where I was like, "Fuck this off. We're gonna go somewhere else." I think we actually went home after that. To be fair, well, some of us went home. So we get in there, and it's like everything's rammed. The toilets are rammed, and it's pretty similar to what I was on about when I said you can't hold a shit in. So like,
yeah, that bit where you were talking about not being able to hold a shit in, that wasn't made up for the story. That is actually how.
Oh yeah, that is my genuine feeling on shitting. So we stood there, and like it was weird because the boys' toilets through this horse house it's just like a big, like, you know, the urinal thing where it's just that silver thing on
yeah,
wall.
it's just one big long silver trough.
That's just the boys' toilet. It doesn't have a shitter in it. You have to go in a separate queue, which the girls can use, which is their toilets, to go in. Unless it's another door, but there was other lads in that queue.
That's rough for the girls, that.
Oh, yeah, especially after I've been in it.
Yeah.
So, like...
That's what I mean.
So I'm pretty sure that is it, because there was other lads in that queue for them toilets, which is just in the back. Now, I'm like in this queue where girls are just unnecessarily long in toilets, aren't they?
You know what's funny about that?
Go on.
Is, you know, every lad stood in that queue is going for a shit.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they wouldn't be in that queue.
Yeah.
But anyway, go on, just a thought.
So yeah, I'm looking at this queue like I can't wait. It's going to be another half hour at least in this queue. I'm busting. They're all going anywhere. So I thought, I'm either going to just hold it in. Bearing in mind, again, I'm under the influence. My mind's not thinking smart here. So then I'm thinking...
It struggles to do that when you're sober.
I'm thinking, all right, let's go with the floor. If there's a Weatherspoons on the way, I can just run in. They won't care. Weatherspoons could come to me need here. We're walking, and there's just like nowhere. I don't know why, but there's nowhere near our house that just allows people to come in and have a shit.
No Mackies or anything like that.
There was just nothing there. So like, I was walking past Flannels.
Yeah.
And this just gets sketchy as fuck. They have like fake plants outside of Flannels, don't they?
Yeah.
I ripped one of the fake leaves off.
Right.
Preparing for if I need to go. That is what I'm wiping my arse with. So I thought this.
You're thinking ahead.
So I'm saying to my mate, I said, if I see an alleyway, I'm going in the alleyway and I am letting rip.
It's getting it.
Because, yeah, the alleyway is just having this fucking turd in its walls. So we walk down, and like to my left is just the perfect alley. Nobody's there. There's not even like a back to like where chefs might walk out.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
Like there's just nothing there.
If the chef opened a door and you're sat there with your
just squatting. Well, that's the thing. Have you ever done that exercise where you squat on the wall and you have to hold that position? It's like that core exercise, and it was like that. That's what I was doing, and it just like, so I like skip to it. I'm in the alleyway now. Kegs are down. I think the boxes were just fully down because I was behind the bin, so I felt safe.
This is crazy.
And then,
I don't know how you do this.
But then this is the disgusting bit. It weren't a normal shit because of the drink and the food that I had that day. It just went.
I don't know if we can include this, but carry on.
Now it just splattered everywhere. Went on the floor. Then it went on like, so most of it went on the floor, but you know the explosive ones, like a fucking bomb. And then some of it got on the back of my t-shirt.
Oh.
So now that was night over for me. I've got shit on my t-shirt. It's like some people are suggesting somewhere else to go. I'm like, no, that's it for me. I'm going.
You must have stunk. You must have stunk.
Yeah, probably. I can't.
Am I making this bit up, or was it like?
Go back to.
No, I was gonna say, did police walk down the alley
whilst I was shitting?
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, I must have made that up then. Because in my head, you got like almost interrupted by a policewoman.
Oh, that'd have been horrendous. I'd have been in the prison cell for that night.
No, yeah, but in my head, it was like you managed to like.
Can you get like
sort yourself out?
Would I get arrested for that?
Yeah, surely.
Yeah, to be fair, my knob was out as well.
And you've just shit on the floor in public.
This may or may not have happened.
This is all alleged. This is all in like Minecraft. This is where he did it all in Minecraft.
But yeah.
All in an imaginary world.
Where did I clean myself up? I think I tried to clean myself up in a Wetherspoons, you know. Like, I think we walked around a bit longer because I just felt better. I just tucked the back of the shirt in so you couldn't see the poo. And then I got to a Wetherspoons, realised poo stains bad.
Are you sure you want this on the internet?
The thing is, a lot of people already know this story anyway, so it'd just be a bunch of randoms who now know this story.
Because it's mad that you've had a shit in an alley and then gone to a Wetherspoons to clean yourself up. You've just gone to the Wetherspoons.
Yeah, but the Wetherspoons was quite a walk after that. It was about a good 30 minute walk.
Oh God, you was in a queue for the toilet as well.
Look, I'm not a smart man, I know that.
Oh God.
Yeah. There's another bit to that story, but that may affect my job, so I'm not mentioning that.
Well, we'll cut it off there. You've got all the good bit anyway. Yeah, so you are the top floor's very own shit bandit.
And it will not be beaten. No one can beat my shitting stories.
Well, what about the bloke who writes his own name and shit?
Oh yeah, but he's the mafia boss, to be fair, of shitting.
The mafia boss. He's the final...
That's where I want to get to.
The final big boss of shit stories.
Oh, there's been a lot of poo this episode, hasn't there?
Well, all come from you.
I do apologise. We'll put a sensor warning at the start of this.
Yeah, it actually, this might need age restriction. This might have to be a Patreon episode because I don't know if we can just put that out to the public.
You gotta pay to see this shit. Yeah, literally.
Tucked it in so you could see the poo.
Was where it was on your t-shirt? Was it not like wet?
Yeah.
But you just tucked it in.
But it dried out pretty quickly.
Ugh.
Did you just tuck the back a bit in and leave the front out, or did you do like a full?
You know what? I think I did. I think I fully just tucked the back in, then the front was just left out. Even more suspicious.
Yeah, that is
just a concealed poo.
There's actually a picture because I took a picture of the poo after I've done it.
So I don't want to see it.
I stuck it in the group chat, like the mate's group chat.
You can. I don't want to see it. Don't show me.
You sure?
Yeah.
To be fair, I might have deleted it now, but it's somewhere.
Someone will have that. If you put it in a group chat, one of them definitely still have it.
Oh yeah, it's saved somewhere.
How did you clean it?
No, that's the thing. I attempted to clean it. That's what I may add.
I'm picturing. Have you ever seen that?
That top though, it came off in the wash. Like, it's fine to go again. That one. I didn't stay in it forever.
What top was it?
That fake Balenciaga one.
Okay, yeah.
Which I don't wear anyway after that scandal. Balenciaga scandal.
Oh, about them being like paedophiles and that. Yeah. Yeah, all dodgy stuff that.
So I've just never worn it since that.
Yeah, you can't support them after that stuff.
I took a shit and I ate them that much.
There is like, I was gonna say, if you're creative enough, you can kind of get away with being a paedophile. Because like, look at Michael Jackson. I think we mentioned him last episode, to be fair. But like, and to be fair, Balenciaga probably will make a comeback. They're just not quite figured it out yet.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't think there's anything to come back from with you touching kids. I'm not gonna lie.
No, yeah, I'm not saying they should make a comeback.
Give him another chance.
I didn't like Balenciaga in the first place. Never bought anything from him. Didn't rate any of it. So, don't affect me.
You know what I've been really getting into? Wimbledon.
Oh yeah.
Really enjoying it.
Has it started?
Yeah, it started on Monday.
All right.
Remember the 1st of July? That's when it started.
I've not seen any of it, but I've
Very,
never really been
very good.
I've never really been a tennis fan. But
I feel like
last
neither
year-
have I like watching it. I enjoyed playing it, but I've never really liked watching it. But because I've really enjoyed playing it since I've started,
yeah,
watching them is like mad about how like the technique and how they're like getting some of the shots back are a bit mental.
yeah. No, I watched a little bit of it last year and enjoyed it. To be fair, but it's just never really been a sport I've enjoyed watching. But I don't know, I
It's entertaining. Like,
might
to be
take
fair,
up a bit more.
you couldn't just sit there like because the men's game does like best of 5. So like,
Sometimes they just go on way too long.
well, so last night there was a game. I think it was Sinner and some other guy. I can't remember his name. Badanatine or whatever he's called. I
Yeah.
can't remember. But their game went on till about 10:30 at night, and the final play time was 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Oh wow!
But then the next day, one of them play again. Who went through, and it just carries on until they get later on. You get more of a rest.
Yeah,
But like the early rounds, you play one game, then you play your next round the next day, depending on how long the other games go.
yeah,
But like it's one of them where like, not to discredit women playing sports, but like you won't sit there and watch women's football, would you, like, and enjoy it? Whereas watching, it's gonna get me killed, this, isn't it? But like, watching
I watched it.
watching women's tennis.
I watched the Women's World Cup.
No,
And England won it.
No, I didn't. It's not the fact that I
not
hate
like-
women playing sport. I just don't
He does.
enjoy it. I fucking despise it. But like watching women's
Big
tennis,
misogynist Jack. That's what we all call him.
watching women's tennis can be, if not entertaining than the men's, because they go on for longer. Like the rallies go on for longer,
Yeah,
and it's like, I don't know. It's just quite enjoyable.
yeah, I know what you mean. Women's and men's tennis
And, like-
seemed almost more of an even sport than like the rest of the sports.
Mm.
Even
Because-
though I'm pretty sure, didn't like Venus Williams say it herself that if she played any of
Have you seen that film?
the top however many hundreds of men, that she'd get smoked.
Mm.
Like she said it herself. So I'm just going off her word.
But like, I'm gonna say then, have you watched that film of it's called King Richard? Watched it the other night.
No.
About, so it's Will Smith as their dad,
Yeah.
and it's about how
Well, Venus and Serena Williams' dad.
yeah, but like obviously Serena's just like known as the all-time, and she's just won loads, and obviously Venus has won a lot.
Yeah.
But I always see it as Serena's like the bigger name, just because like I don't know.
I actually don't know who's won more.
Do you not?
No, I've no idea.
She's won like 20 odd slams, I think. Serena.
No, I know. Like, I knew one of them was like incredibly successful, but I don't know how much more successful than the other one.
Venus won like, I think Venus won the first one out of the two sisters, but I didn't know Venus were older. I always thought Serena were, because the film is based off. So like basically in the film it actually says like, because there's a bit where like, because they're both kids in it,
Yeah.
so the dad's like planned out this like life for him, and like at the end like it comes out and everything that he said actually came true and
Oh,
planned
man.
out. So he always said Venus is gonna come world number one, and he said that to Serena when she was little.
Yeah.
But he said, "You're going to become the greatest there's ever been," and that's actually what happened.
Oh, mad.
It was a bit funny.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah,
No.
I'm sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, no, it's like tennis is just one of those sports where like I was never really got into it. I would like to watch it more though, but I have so many sports that I would like to watch more that I kind of never end up watching any of them more.
One sport that I don't get why people love watching is cricket.
Oh, so boring. I hate cricket.
Like,
I don't
a
even
lot-
like playing it either. It's just
A lot of my family like always ask like if when the Ashes are on, they're just like, "Did you see that yesterday?" I was like, "No." I'm like, "We'll put it on TV," and it's like, I can't get
Yeah.
can't get into it.
cricket doesn't do it for me. I obviously the only sport I really watch like religiously is football.
Mm.
But then, like, I'd like to be more into F1. F1 will go in like phases of it. Like this year, I've not paid attention at
Yeah, I
all.
can't watch the F1. Mate.
Last
Don't
year,
like it.
I paid a bit more attention. Even like the UFC and stuff. Like I go in phases with that.
UFC is one of them. Like, And I said it in the last one, like with boxing, if it's like a big name or a big fight,
Yeah.
I'd watch it. Like Conor McGregor made a comeback again and was like, actually, is he already back fighting or is he out again? I don't know.
I think he is due a fight. I don't know if he's got one scheduled or not.
But like that was like when McGregor comes out and fights, it's like, well, I'll watch it because it's just McGregor.
Because it's a bit of like more of a cultural moment in it where like a lot of people are watching the same thing at the same time.
I enjoy. I don't know if a lot of people hate it, but I enjoy it when it's like 3 a.m. and that's when the main event's on. It's more exciting.
I won't mind if there's like a few of you together.
Yeah, that's what. Like, not if you're staying up on your own, but like,
that's what I mean.
if
When
you
it's
made
just
a night
like,
out of it and you're all staying up until like 3.
yeah, that's not as bad. But like most of the time, I don't really like because I just go to bed right after them if I do watch them at all. Sometimes I'll watch them the day after.
On like a dodgy stream.
No, definitely wouldn't do that.
Jacob has a fire stick.
I don't. Well, I do,
Fire
but
stick's illegal, man.
only for regular Amazon
Yeah, so do I.
uses.
And that's game, set, and match, people.
Oh, that's horrible.
Should we do a tennis podcast?
What is that? Is it game, set, and match when it's the end of the game?
Yeah. I really fancy this girl tennis player as well. It's very popular as well. You probably might know her.
Go on.
Emma Raducanu.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Isn't she dating is it Corday, the rapper? Is that what he's called? I don't know. I can't remember. Because she wrote, when his like album released or something, she played a game and then wrote his album name on the camera.
Really?
Yeah. I'm sure it was her. Anyway.
Gone off on her.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Follow us everywhere at the Top Floor Pod. Join us on Patreon.
The lot. Sorry.
Like, share, subscribe. Share it with absolutely anyone who you think will watch it.
Tell them shit's everywhere.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Peace.